I think boards, governance committees, all of those sorts of things who sit at the highest level in the organisation should really be aware of HSQF. The best thing you can do is provide that user guide resource to the board of directors, to the management committee. It allows them to see all of the elements that the organisation have to go through and how we have to meet it. I think the other thing is that someone within that group or a director should be made available for the audit. They will be questioned on compliance for the organisation, the risk management and the processes that they use as a governing body through potentially the CEO, through delegation, all of that sort of stuff, but they need to know how the organisation runs and operates day to day through the governance structure.
So management committees and boards need to have a good understanding of the HSQF, especially the parts that relate to them, which is Standard 1 and Standard Indicator 4.2, which incidentally are the two that get the most non-conformities when we audit. So auditors will make sure that you understand your responsibilities with regards to the legislative and regulatory requirements, your service agreement, the investment specifications. So it's really important that you understand all of those things before you go into an audit interview. So at least one board member should be available during the audit to be interviewed, and be prepared to answer questions about things that relate to you specifically, such as your induction, what training you've done to be part of the board or ongoing training, and if you do any board evaluations or board reviews, strategic planning, things like that. Board members should also know that there are not only the mandatory common requirements of the HSQF, but there's the supplementary mandatory requirements. So they relate to the program area that you deliver services in. So if your organisation delivers services to families and you're under the families investment specification, there will be separate mandatory requirements for you and things that you'll need to know under those indicators.
In my experience as a director on several boards of organisations, I think it's really important for the governing body or committee to take the audit report once it's received as an organisation, go through what the organisation has done well, maybe look at the quality improvements or non-conformance, and help the organisation by praising them. It's a lot of work that goes into that, from the committee all the way down to the team on the ground during the audit, but also to help them understand how you as a board can support them through the non-conformity process. I think a top-down approach and everyone making quality their responsibility is really important.